As I'm sure you're already aware because of the thumbnail and because of how much I've been hyping it up this week, in today's video I'm going to be doing a this or that battle between the new Hourglass Arch Brow Micro Sculpting Pencil and the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. This or That is a series that I have planned for my channel where I'll be taking two similar products and testing them against each other. While today's challenge does contain a first impression of the Arch Brow Pencil, not all challenges will. For example, later this month I will be battling the Super Sponge against the original Beauty Blender. I think that just about covers everything, and if not, I guess there's nothing I can do about it now. With that, let's get into the video. Aside from swatching the shades at Sephora, which was a feat in and of itself, I haven't tried the Arch Brow Pencil yet. I swatched the Anastasia Brow Wiz against the Brunette shades in the Arch Brow collection, which are soft, warm, and dark. I ultimately chose to go with the soft Brunette because it matches the soft brown from Anastasia Beverly Hills the best.
The footage I'm starting with is the Arch Brow, but full disclosure, I actually already filled in my other eyebrow with Brow Wiz, and the color difference was quite drastic, so I ended up redoing my Brow Wiz side to try and get them to match just a little bit better, which you'll see coming up in just a couple of minutes. When I heard that Hourglass was coming out with an eyebrow pencil, immediately I was like, I need to have that. At the time that I'm editing this, I've had a chance to use the pencil more than just this that I'm showing you in the video, and I've seen a couple of YouTubers talk about it in their videos, and I'm disappointed that they're only talking about the positives. There are a lot of positives about this brow pencil, don't get me wrong, but I haven't heard anyone talk about what the negatives are. The pencil itself is very soft. By the time that I finished filling in just one eyebrow, I had to adjust the pencil length a number of times. While I was in the store trying to find a shade that matched me, the tip of the pencil actually broke off as I was swatching it on my hand. I don't know if you caught it, but at 1 minute and 56 seconds, there is a very brief frame where it shows what the original eyebrow looked like versus how I ended up fixing it. I had known I wanted to battle the Hourglass pencil against the Brow Wiz, but didn't want to wait for shipping, so I went to an actual Sephora store to pick it up. Once I got there, they only had the original Arch Brow, which, side note, they're all the same shade names, but not the same shade. The pencil was available online, I guess, but it wasn't available in store, but they ended up selling it to me anyway, even though they originally said that they couldn't sell it. If there are any other eyebrow pencils you'd like to see me do this with again, let me know down in the comments. If you've watched my natural eyebrow tutorial, you'll recognize step 7, pose for camera. If you haven't seen it, why not?
As you can see, it's 11:59. Well, now it's noon, so this is the 5-hour check-in. Just wanted to see how my eyebrows are holding up. If you remember, this side is the Hourglass side and this side is the Anastasia Beverly Hills side. Both seem to be doing quite well. I haven't begun doing any of my real activities yet, just some light housework. Other than that though, I didn't set them with any kind of brow gel. We're just doing a normal wear test today, and we'll see how it goes in the next 5 hours. It's 6:34, which means that we surpassed 10 hours, 10 and a half hours actually. Before I get into my final thoughts, I want to go over some stuff that we didn't talk about in the beginning of the video. The Hourglass Arch Brow Micro Sculpting Pencil retails for $28, and you get 0.001 ounce or 0.04 grams of product. Whereas with the Anastasia Brow Wiz, it retails for $21 and you get 0.003 ounces or 0.085 grams. So you get double the product and the Anastasia Brow Wiz for $7 cheaper. If you know where to look and when to look, you can get the Anastasia Brow Wiz for $10. Some other things to note about the Hourglass Brow Pencil is that it only has an 18-month shelf life, whereas the Anastasia Brow Wiz has a 24-month shelf life. Both brands are cruelty-free, but Hourglass is also vegan. The Arch Brow comes in 9 shades, and the Anastasia Brow Wiz comes in 10 shades. In regards to the pencil itself, it is shorter, but it feels like any other brow pencil. Like they feel so similar. One thing I don't like about the Arch Brow packaging is that unlike the Anastasia Brow Wiz, both end pieces are the same and you can take them off and put them on either side. The Hourglass one has a shorter side that only goes on the spoolie and a larger side that only goes on the tip. They're not interchangeable. When I closed the cap earlier, it hurt a little. to be honest, on the inside. As you can see on the Hourglass side, it held up pretty well through the front of the brow, but I do feel like some of the color faded off near the tail. The eyebrow doesn't look as full as it did this morning when we filled it in. It still gives a really natural looking brow, so like if I wasn't going to wear makeup and this was literally just a run out of the house day, I think the shade matches really well. It's something that I would reach for on more no makeup days, whereas the Anastasia Beverly Hills feel like it maintained its shape, it maintained its color, even though this is the bad eyebrow that is pretty uncontrollable on most days. Both have their positive merits, and I'm quite happy with the Hourglass brow pencil in general. I hate to say this because I love Hourglass, but I feel like for the amount of product and for the price of the product, that you're still better off getting the Brow Wiz. Not to say that the Hourglass brow pencil was a bad pencil, because it's still good. I'm still going to reach for it. I'm just not going to reach for it over the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. That wraps up the first edition of This or That. Let me know in the comments, did you prefer the Hourglass side or the Anastasia Beverly Hills side? What do you want to see next on This or That? Don't forget, at the end of the month, we've got the Super Sponge versus the Original Beauty Blender. I hope you enjoyed today's video. In case you missed it, hi, my name is Katie, and you can catch me most often on Instagram. Don't miss an upload. Subscribe and ring the bell so you'll be notified on Sundays and Wednesdays when I upload. Thank you for being here, and I'll catch you on Wednesday
For a look at what I picked up during the Sephora summer sale.
So what happened since the last final check-in was that we actually went to go pick up dinner. I was trying to get this filmed before so that I could just kind of call it a night. Unfortunately, so I went to go pick it up, so I went out in public with my mismatched eyebrows, if you will. So that was a fun experience.